They thought it was just a lake, calm, serene, a blue mirror framed by forest and fog, with only the occasional ripple of wind or fish. But hidden beneath those still waters was something far more astonishing. An entire city, once alive with voices, laughter and footsteps, now silent and submerged. And for over half a century, no one really believed it was there, until divers went down and came back up with stories that changed everything. The year was 1959. In the rolling hills of northeastern China, a government dam project led to the creation of a massive reservoir. The rising waters swallowed whole valleys, farmland, and forests. But one thing the water didn't erase was memory. Locals still spoke quietly of the great city that once stood there. A city with ornate archways, towering pagodas, stone bridges and sculpted lions. A place called Shi Cheng, the Lion City. Built over 1,300 years ago during the Tang Dynasty, Shi Cheng was a marvel of its time. Sitting at the foot of the majestic Wushi Mountain, meaning Five Lion Mountain, it became a vital hub for politics, commerce, culture and religion in Zhejiang province. Roads pulsed with merchants, scholars, monks and travelers. The city was wrapped in majestic walls and carved with elaborate gates, each one etched with symbols of power, wisdom and harmony. Time passed. Dynasties rose and fell, but Shi Cheng endured, until the government chose it as a sacrifice. In the late 1950s, China launched a plan to build a hydroelectric power station to boost the region's energy needs. The chosen site was the valley where Shi Cheng stood. There were no preservation movements, no protests. Progress didn't ask for permission. So, in a calculated act of modernization, the government relocated thousands of residents. And then they flooded the city. Water slowly crept in, inch by inch, until the rooftops vanished under the rising tide. Shi Cheng was erased from maps, buried 130 feet beneath what became Qiandao Lake, or Thousand Island Lake. For decades, the city slept underwater, untouched and unseen. Many assumed it had crumbled, destroyed by water pressure or time. But then came the divers. In 2001, an underwater exploration team was sent to investigate the lake bed for a documentary. What they found stunned the world. There it was, Shi Cheng perfectly preserved. Stone archways still stood. Carvings of mythical beasts still guarded entrances. Wooden beams, though softened by time, remained intact. Even rooftops kept their curvature. Like a forgotten Atlantis, the city had frozen in time, sheltered from wind, rain, and sunlight. Ironically, it was the flooding that protected Shi Cheng from decay. Water had become its glass coffin. Word spread fast. Historians, archaeologists, and divers flocked to the site. Each dive unearthed new marvels. Elaborate inscriptions, wooden staircases, decorative lintels, and houses that looked as if their owners might return at any moment. What made Shi Cheng so unusual wasn't just that it was intact. It was the scale and craftsmanship. This wasn't some rustic village. This was an imperial-era metropolis, submerged like a dream caught in time. Even more remarkably, Shi Cheng wasn't the only city drowned in the name of progress. As the lake expanded, it swallowed more than 60 towns and over 1,000 villages. But none matched the grandeur and mystery of the Lion City, and none were as well preserved. Efforts to photograph and map the city escalated in the 2010s. Advanced diving equipment allowed for high-resolution imaging, revealing temples, memorial arches, and even old city roads that twisted between structures. Experts described it as a submerged museum, one that would take decades to fully understand. Yet, diving there remained difficult. The water was cold, the visibility low, and the terrain treacherous. Each trip beneath the lake was an expedition into a forgotten world. But while the rediscovery of Shi Cheng felt like a miracle, it also stirred debate. Some saw it as a symbol of China's fast-paced development, a sacrifice for the greater good. Others saw it as a tragedy, a priceless cultural heritage drowned by ambition. Either way, the truth was clear. No one had truly expected that the city would survive, let alone tell its story. There's a haunting beauty in imagining life in Shi Cheng just before the flood. A woman sweeping her porch, a child running across the bridge, a lantern glowing in the window. Did they know it was the last time they'd see their homes? Were there whispered goodbyes as people packed their things, one last look before the water came? Today, the city still sleeps under Qiandao Lake. It doesn't draw crowds like the pyramids or Machu Picchu. You won't find it on many tourist lists. But for those who know where to look, Shi Cheng is a time capsule, untouched, unspoiled, and suspended in silence. A reminder that progress often comes with a price. And sometimes that price is a city, forgotten by the surface, but not by history. Because some cities don't die, they wait. Beneath the waves,